Welcome to Lunch with Our Long Ears. It's Tuesday, December 16th, and it is a beautiful, I guess we'll still call it a fall day in Colorado, since it is not officially winter until this weekend, and we are sitting around 50, high 50s to low 60s as far as temperature. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's a little clouded over this morning, but it is now sunny and blue sky and warm temps. The donkeys are loving every minute of it, taking advantage of the nice, warm, dry day so that they can lay down and take a nap and not battle the elements. We're supposed to have a very big windstorm moving in tomorrow, and so this is what we call the calm before the storm, I guess. It's not supposed to be too big of a temperature drop, but just a lot of wind and big wind. So had to make some shifts and some adjustments this week as far as transporting and making sure that we're safe and not pulling trailers with 30 to 50-mile-an-hour sustained winds and gusts up to 60 to 90 miles an hour. So here we are. This is the main pen. Like I said, everybody's kind of taking a rest, and this is kind of funny right here. We'll walk over here and see. Got one resting on the other. This is Winston, who's laying down all the way. You sleeping, buddy? There you are. Hi, Winston. Right in front of him. That's Chacho in the back. Firecracker. Dolly. That is Chip, I think. Pirate. Gladys. A whole bunch of the rest of the crew. All resting and just hanging out. So, what are we up to today here at Burro Base Camp? We'll catch up to Nancy here in just a minute, but I wanted to get started. We have cleaned pens. Everybody has water. We just worked with the guys in the pen up here and put them out to pasture, but before we did, we were doing their holiday photos, getting them ready for our posts around Christmas time. And we had one that needed his ID band put back on, so we took care of that. And they've moved up to start working on the babies, so we'll go see what they are up to and check things out. Like I said, beautiful, beautiful day. We're happy to be taking advantage of days like this in December. We have a big agenda of things that we're going to do today, including some training, ones that have potential adopters that are getting ready to go home. And we're going to do some hoof trimming, and we're going to get some holiday photos taken. And we have the vet coming at 2 o'clock to look at baby Copper, who has an issue with his teeth, and to look at Percy, who has an issue in his mouth as well. So all those things are happening yet today. You can see this pen all clean, and those guys are out to pasture. So nice and sunny, nice and clean. Here's Miss Cadence. So we'll walk up and see what we got going on, moms and babies. Maybe we'll take the scenic route and check in with the guys that are out in the pasture real quick. Don't normally go that way, so we can show you that way. So walk with us, Cadence. We're going to go this way today. So other things that are going on is Mike and I were up in Cripple Creek over the weekend. We got to attend their volunteer and provider and community appreciation luncheon, which was super nice. Our friends at 2 Mile High Club Cripple Creek Donkeys. And then on Saturday, we took our training to the next level, and we walked 6 donkeys from winter pasture up to town, and then walked those 6 donkeys in the parade, and then walk them back to winter pasture. So it was a total of probably about 4 miles that we walked, and 6 donkeys. Everybody did great. They were all handled really well, and it was a big milestone for that group and for everybody up there. So that was how we spent our weekend. We're working on getting things ready for the Badass Burro Brim event that was postponed from December 7th. That is now December 28th. We had a couple new registrants, so thank you. And we are working on our volunteer and provider appreciation party that's coming up on the 28th as well. So, as we get into the holidays, lots of thank you notes going out and lots of calendars going out. We did post our calendars for sale. If anybody's interested in buying a calendar, comment below, send a message, or look for the link on our Facebook page. But you can see the calendars that are for sale. They're a little bit different than last year, but they do have the burros that were adopted from November last year to all the way through October of this year. So if you have a Burro Base Camp graduate between November 2024 and October 2025, they are officially on the centerfold of calendar for whatever month that they went home on. Okay, we're going to hand off the camera. Sorry, I didn't know you were... That's all right. So again, if you would like to order calendars, they are available. Everybody that has ordered, they are in the mail. We also, as a thank you to our burro backers who are our monthly donors, you should have received a calendar in the mail. The token of our appreciation. Thank you very much. Our burro backers program grew substantially through Colorado Gives campaign, and we are very grateful for that, so thank you. As well as thank you to all of the donors that stepped forward and supported our burros. We not only met our goal, which was $10,000, we exceeded our goal of $10,000, and we still have donations that are trickling in. So thank you, a million thank yous. We are extremely, extremely grateful. Coming into the moms and babies pen, we've made the loop around the pasture now. This is a new wind guard that I told you about last week that we were going to get installed. Oh, look at Micah. Model. So, Mike installed these wind guards this morning. And like I said, we have the big windstorm coming in the next 24 hours. So we're going to test these out and see how they hold up, but give these guys just a little bit more protection from the wind and the cold and kind of shelter them up. So let's come in here. Part of the dressing these guys up for the holidays, it's fun and we enjoy sharing the pictures. We also put them onto ornaments, and we have those ornaments available. The next round of ornaments will be next year, but we're preparing and getting some pictures together for those as well. But this, while it's fun to play dress up with these guys, it's also great desensitization training for them, because they're getting exposed to new things and they're feeling different things that they've never felt on their ears and on their backs. And good boy, Micah. Good boy. You look wonderful as a Santa Claus. You do. You look very nice. Yes. Good job. So it desensitizes them. It gets them exposed to different stuff. We put things on their backs, so that's getting used to blankets. It's getting used to pack saddles. Babies are easy and fun to dress up. Maggie's cooperating. Good girl. Good girl, Maggie. Look at you. So, like I said, taking advantage of the nice weather. Couple days early for the holidays, but this will allow us to have pictures, and if it's happens to be snowing on Christmas morning and we decide that it's winter in Colorado, then we don't have to go out and take pictures in the snow. Good boy, Copper. So we learned something today. The light strings, Taz, Scout, and Winston have worn those ever since they were little babies, and you can see that they fit really well on Copper. They do not fit once they grow to a certain point. So we're learning who has big enough head for lights and whose heads are too big for the lights. I bet your head is too big for the lights. Yeah, we can put a hat on you though. So we're just going pen by pen, working with everybody, and this is handling practice, and we have ones that we're going to bring in the training pen for specific training sessions, but this will be part of their training today as well once they get back there. You can see the babies and moms are doing great. Everybody's doing really, really well. Copper's going to see the vet this afternoon. He's got something going on with his teeth, so we're hoping to take care of that. So other than that, not sure what else we're working on. We're working on 2026. We're doing all of our planning sessions, working on our budget and working on the programs that we're going to submit for grant requests on, and trying to determine what our wish lists are, as well as looking at our strategic plan going forward for the next 3 to 5 years to make sure that we're building and growing in the way that we need to be in order to sustain what we're doing, right? Hey, that's a leg. That was a leg. Burp, burp, burp. Those are the teeth. When they nibble, they hurt. Right, buddy. So this is Ozzy. Ozzy is now not quite 5 months old. Copper is probably right about the same age. Are you going to sleep now? Did you have a hat on yet? Has Ozzy had his hat on? I'm sleeping right now. Please don't disturb. Do you want to get a hat on, buddy? So, the advantage of baby donkeys is that they've gotten obviously a little bit used to getting handled ever since they've been here. And with Ozzy being born here, he's been handled a lot since the very day he was born. But still good to expose him and still good to get him used to other things. What are you, good boy? Are you a good little elf or a trouble little elf? Did you get that? Mom and baby together with their Santa hats on. Get a treat. We can hold it up. Although you get treats out and they're going to be. Good boy. See if you can get those two standing together. So planning and budgeting, and that leads to grants, applications, lots of paperwork. We're in insurance renewals and reviews and all the good end of the year stuff, and then we'll be moving into getting things ready for filing taxes and reporting all of our activity for 2025, and then we go back through once all of that's filed and update all of the places that we disclose that information so that we are transparent to our donors and to our grant providers. So this is a busy time as far as paperwork's concerned. Sarah, when she's not playing dress up the donkeys, has been gainfully involved in that, and we are grateful. Mike and I are doing a lot of the strategic planning and figuring out projects, and the board is working diligently behind the scenes. Our treasurer is very, very busy posting and addressing all of our donations that have come in. So again, thank you for that. And I think with that, that will wrap up quickly today, and we'll see if we can get you some different videos while we're training today as well. We did end up getting fetlock ID bands on. We didn't do them in this pen, but everybody in the back, as well as that whole group that's out in the pasture. So that was a big accomplishment last week. We'll get a video of those guys posted. We've had a couple that have popped off, but all in all, they're staying on pretty well, and it's definitely helping in the process. So that, again, was a grant through the Colorado Unwanted Horse Alliance. We have several of our adopters taking advantage of our training program that's being offered, and they're getting training sessions with their donkeys at their property, and really great feedback and really great milestones being achieved that way. So lots of things that are in the works, and we stay busy all the time, but have a little time to come out and hug the donkeys, right, Zeph? Right, Zeph? So have a great Tuesday, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week and trying to get some other videos posted in the meantime. Have a great day. Say goodbye to everybody. Tell her bye. Tell her bye. Good girl.